Hi, my name is Patrick, and I'm the chef and owner of Salvatore's Tomato Pies in Madison and Sun Prairie. And today, well, we're a pizza restaurant, and we do farm-to-table craft pizza, but we also do tacos, and that's kind of a weird, sort of thing to do. Some people look at it and say pizza and tacos, but we like tacos because they really can let you feature high-quality local ingredients, and they're really approachable. So, we constantly do different taco specials, but one of our staples is pork carnitas, and we like to use locally raised heritage hogs, and that's kind of what we had braising today. And we're going to take advantage of, you can see it on the monitor, but we're going to take advantage of some great summer produce today, including some sun golds and different types of tomatoes that we get from our farm partners. And I'm going to make some salsa. We've already got the pork braising. And I can talk about that once we plate the tacos and what we did to do that. But traditional methods, and it's been braising all morning, so it should be nice and delicious. And we're going to make a salsa today with sun gold tomatoes and red onions, jalapenos. We have some cilantro, some garlic, and I also have over here some dried and smoked peppers. So there's dried and smoked chilies and some arbol peppers. And what we do with that to get the most flavor out of them is we'll get the peppers and we'll soak them in oil and then kind of heat them up in the oven and extract all the good flavor out of that, and that's what ends up going in the salsa. So I'm going to start with the salsa. And pre-cut a bunch of tomatoes here. We're going to add a little oil, and this is canola oil. You can use olive oil. You can use pretty much whatever you have. Put the oil in here first. I've never used this blender either, so not familiar with it. So if it malfunctions, it's because I'm unfamiliar with it. So get a little onion in there. And we've got some garlic, and this is fresh garlic. You could roast it if you want and give it a sweeter flavor, but I kind of like the little bite that you get with fresh garlic. And some of the smoked peppers. And now when we put the smoked peppers in there, we'll put some of the oil in there from the smoked peppers. And these were basically just heated in oil in the oven for about 20 minutes at 300 degrees just to extract that flavor.
What kind of peppers?
There's arbol peppers, and there's arbol peppers in there, and there are smoked jalapenos as well, smoked and dried jalapenos. And these were made by our friends at Savory Accents here in Madison. They are just outside of Madison. They have this great greenhouse and hoop houses. They grow all these hot and spicy peppers. They do the smoking and everything else, so they're still local peppers even though they're dried, and you can have them all winter long. Some tomatoes. And I'm afraid to fill this up too much because then it won't work. And I don't think it's quite as powerful as the blender that we normally use. So I'm trying not to embarrass myself. And we'll get a little lime zest in there as well. Should work. A little lime juice. It's kind of hard for me to follow up Paul Short, being the culinary instructor and culinary director at MATC. Very good and informative session that he put on. Squeeze some of that lime juice in there. Okay. And we've got the garlic in there already. Pretty much ready to go with a little salt. I like to put a little white wine vinegar in there as well. And I know I saw some somewhere. And there we go. Okay. And now we'll see if I can operate the blender. Yes. Thank you, Paul. That worked a lot nicer than I thought. We'll put some more tomatoes in there to make it a little chunkier. So salsa's fun because you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. You can add smoked paprika and kind of give it a little bit of a Spanish influence. You could add whatever market vegetables are available. You can make it with squash and fruit and peaches and all kinds of things. So really, and that's one of the reasons that I like tacos so much, is because you can pretty much make them all during the growing season and they're always different. Alright, now we'll taste that real quick, just to make sure it's what I was looking for. As soon as I find a spoon. Let's see. Do you have some in here? Doesn't work.
You make do, right?
Rather than have you watch me look all around for doing this. Yeah. That'll work nicely. And if I need a bowl to put this in, which...
How about this pan behind you? Does that work?
Yes.
Make do.
Yep. All right. So we've got that.
Beautiful presentation, right?
Beautiful presentation in the commercial pot with this lovely blue handle.
We're making jokes because we don't have all of our supplies in yet. So we've all been making do all day with what we have.
Yes, that's kind of a lot, it makes perfect sense because that's what we do in the kitchen as well.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm just going to dice some, I'm going to slice some green onions here on the bias for the tacos. And I'll just use one to kind of show you. We usually like to cut them on a steep angle. And you cut them thinly, and they're nice to garnish the tacos with. I love spring onions. I'm feeling slightly nervous because the instructor from MATC is watching me, and I'm waiting for the critique after I'm finished. Okay, so that works. So, we have these nice scallions cut on the bias. They look nice on the tacos. And I think we're ready to make a few for you. And we have some samples together as well. So I always like to use corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free. And let's see how this is going to work. Unfamiliar equipment. So. So we'll warm up the tortillas on the flat top. And you can do them in a pan at home. You can do them in the oven on a sheet tray with a little oil. We always kind of double up on them so they're a little bit more substantial. Always fall apart otherwise. While that's going, we have the pork ready over there, the salsa. We're missing a spoon.
We're going to have samples, but you have to wait so we can put his delicious salsa on top.
Yes.
It's worth the wait.
Yep, the salsa's ready. Just another second here. work. Okay. So order here. And you know, you can dice up more tomatoes and put them on there. Anything that you have, really. We'll use geogia beets. We'll use trout roe. We'll use smoked trout in the restaurant. Sea scallops. Just about anything you can think of to end up going on the tacos. And I'm going to use my hands for this demo. So you've got the, we have the braised pork shoulder here, the carnitas. Should be good, that amount right there. And so we'll get that on the plate for you. And we've got got some radishes here. Love radishes. A little bit of cilantro. And we have some green onions. And since I like tomatoes so much, just add a little bit of tomatoes here. I like Sun Golds. There's a farm that we use called Young Earth Farm. They're out by Columbus. They make the best Sun Golds ever. They're so delicious, they're so sweet. They need nothing. You can just eat them by the handful during the summertime. And we are ready with a little bit of the...
Attention, attention.
She grabbed the salsa?
Attention, attention. Will the family members of Patrick Noonan report to the welcome desk? Family members of Patrick Noonan report to the welcome desk.
And we roasted up some summer squash for the taco as well. And there we go.
Take those?
Yep, we take those. And oh, you grabbed the salsa too.
Yes.
So, okay.
Sorry.
So,
Do you want it? It's actually right here.
oh, it is. Okay.
You need that to finish it off, right?
Yep, just a little bit there. Kind of grab that spoon.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
All right. And a little bit of the salsa. And there we have it. It's a fresh and simple way to use quality ingredients, and that's kind of the way that I like to cook. Carnitas tacos. So, thank you all for coming out, and obviously, as you can tell, I don't do this very often. So, but thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the samples.